Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm LeoD765 and I'm really excited to bring you a review of the Studio Series 86 Voyager class Shockwave. Shockwave is one of my favorite characters in the entire Transformers franchise. And here we're going to take a quick look at the packaging. So here we have the front. Shockwave Transformers the movie. Transforms in 26 steps. Now, here it's funny because it actually mentions that he turns into like a sort of spaceship. But if we turn it around, we all kind of figure out what it kind of resembles his OG G1 alt mode, which I can't really say what it used to be, but yes, it is really nice. Here's the side of the packaging, 40 year anniversary, I believe, Studio Series, Voyager class, 26 steps. Here's Shockwave in alt mode. Robot mode, bio. Shockwave is a powerful, logic-driven Decepticon warrior. Here he is next to Soundwave, which I believe is the scene where, like, near the start of the movie where Shockwave says, "Laserbeak returns, Lord Megatron." I'll stop doing that voice impression, but overall, this Shockwave is so cool. We're going to open Shockwave here. Get him out of the packaging. There we go. And we have paper. Here's Shockwave. Here is how Shockwave comes packaged. And his hose is currently detached, but I'm pretty sure we can simply peg it into the back. Yeah, peg it into the back of the arm. And there we go. Here we have Shockwave. Now, for accessories, Shockwave only includes one, and this is his kind of laser pistol self from the G1 cartoon. And you can simply peg his own alt mode into his hand. So, here's how it looks. Oh, this plastic feels nice. This plastic feels really good. And he has ratcheted knees because this is, like, I believe the Siege version, just repainted and kind of resculpted in some areas. But this is such a nice looking figure. And you can see, if I kind of shine light through this, it has insanely nice light piping. This looks so good. Now, let's try to get him in some poses, because I believe this guy is super, super articulated. For some comparisons, here we have Legacy Leader Class Galvatron, which is the same exact mold as SS86, but I didn't get the 86 version because it's just like a repaint, and it's more expensive. So here's how he looks next to Galvatron, and I do believe Shockwave has to be a little taller. He should be like around the same size of Megatron and Galvatron, but they both look really nice together. Here we have the tiny SS86 Bumblebee, Voyager class Hot Rod, and Commander class Rodimus Prime, which hopefully we are going to get a new version of this guy in Studio Series 86, and hopefully it no longer has a clear plastic painted spoiler. But this is how he looks next to Shockwave. They look very nice. And for a final SS86 comparison, because these are all the ones I have at the moment, here we have Deluxe Class Cup. Now, first we're going to check out Shockwave's articulation. So, his head, I believe, is on a ball joint. Yes, it is on a ball joint. It can actually tilt side to side. It can look forward, down a little bit, not really up. It can turn. I'm pretty sure you can get a full 360 out of it, but it kind of collides with this part. I know I don't want to damage the paint there, so, but yes, you should be able to get a full 360. The shoulders can actually are like on a double armature, so they can move up and up like so. Then you can actually turn them full 360, although this one is hindered by the hose, but you can untap this and free up some of that range. Same for the other side. You have a swivel right here, a bicep swivel. You have an elbow bend. I believe that's exactly just a little tiny bit over 90 degrees, actually, I think. You have wrist rotation over here, and you have the cannon can actually rotate on the left arm. His waist can turn a full 360, fully uncompromised, which is really awesome. His legs can kick forward, they can kick back all the way. This is so good. They can kick out to the sides. His knees are on ratchet joints. Sounds so good. He has a thigh swivel, technically above the knee swivel, but he does have a swivel. And the toes can actually pivot a little bit. So this is a really dynamic Shockwave, and he's super clean. Now, to transform Shockwave into his quote-unquote aircraft mode, you could say, first you want to remove his little pistol, put it down to the side. You want to untap the hose from his left arm, just pull it out. Then I like to bring the backpack up so it actually taps into these two spots. Just bring it out. Then I like to untap the chest, so push the head forward and kind of untap the chest and bring the head inside, like so, and then bring it back in, like so. There we go, like so. Then I like to come to the arms and bring them up all the way. I'm going to move the camera a little. There we go. Just want to move them up all the way. Then you want to bring this entire backpack piece, and this actually taps in right here. So this taps in here. Just want to bring it out. And then you want to move the arms out. Just bring this in like so. And you see the little taps on the forearms. And these are going to tap into, I believe, this part right here. So we just want to make sure we align that. We have to kind of fiddle it a little bit so they fit, because you have to fit the cannon. And you basically want to fit both arms inside of what the backpack originally was. And make sure you line it up like so. Then you just want to close this, and it's going to tap into the same port that it was originally tapped into. Then you want to come over here, so down to the legs. First you want to, first you want to turn around, I believe, yeah, actually, yes. Okay, so first of all, we want to untab. So these actually tap into here. You see inside there's like many little ports and tabs. Just want to untap this from the side and fold this out all the way and bring it up. Then you want to turn around at the thigh, and then you just want to, so this is like a hinge inside. You just want to bring this entire armature inside of the shin, you could say inside of the leg. Then we do the same for the other side. Just untab this little side panel, bring it out, extend, then turn around at the thigh, 180 degrees, so only 180 degrees. Then you want to bring this down. So this entire gray piece fits inside, and then you just want to tap this together. Now, you want to bring these forward, actually. Before you do that, bring these forward. And then you want to tab the legs together like so. Then you want to tab these two parts here together, and then this little tab is going to fit right inside of this little slot. Just tab it into place. Since it's brand new, it's kind of tight, but it works. Then you want to fold out these little fins. And then you want to tab this hose into this little port on the side. And for one final step, we can bring in his little pistol self. And up here, we actually have where this little screw is and this little rectangular sort of slot. This is going to tab in. And it's actually really impressive because you can't even tell it's there. It looks like part of the actual sculpt. Then we want to bring this, fit your fingernail in here. Just bring this out. And then you want to move forward. And that is Shockwave in his aircraft mode, we could say. However, if you were to turn him around, it does kind of resemble his G1. You know, his little laser sort of thingy. Yeah, you can even move this up a little to make it look more realistic, and you can fold these up. But I'm not going to say what it is to keep this video from getting any sort of restrictions. Yeah, but it's pretty cool. Like a flying submarine. Nah, not a submarine. Like a spacecraft. Like a cool little spacecraft. Bring these up. And he looks really cool. And that transformation is quite enjoyable. Like, there's really not... You don't really have to force any pieces. Everything just works with you. And it's really cool. So just a quick look at Shockwave's vehicle mode up close. You can see the translucent purple over here. You can see there's some nice details around the figure. You can kind of see Shockwave's eye in there. It's pretty funny. It's pretty cool as well. The bottom, it's clean from every single angle. Even the feet look like boosters. Like, if this was like a spacecraft, it looks like boosters because of the bottom. I'm pretty sure this is a carryover from the Shockwave armor from the 2018 or for Cybertron version of this mold. And from the top here, we have like the little wings, Shockwave's chest, which is actually really detailed. Yeah, it's super awesome. Super cool. For some vehicle mode comparisons, here's how he looks next to Commander Class Rodimus Prime. Just move this guy a little here so you can kind of see how they look from the front, kind of from the side. This guy's huge, but this one looks really nice. Leader Class Galvatron in cannon mode. Here's how they look next to each other from the side. Here's how he looks next to SS-86 Cup. Here's how they look together. From the back, the other side. And finally, SS-86 Bumblebee. Here's how they look together, looking from the side, back, other side, and from the front. They look very nice. Now, transforming Shockwave back into robot mode is very simple. First, I like to bring this back and fold it in like so. Then I like to flip these little fins or wings and collapse them. I like to untab the hose from this little port. I like to take the cannon off, so just pull it out, the little cannon. Then I like to come over here and This part here, you just want to kind of fit your fingernail, I believe is how this one. Yeah, so just want to fit your fingernail in there to kind of untap this. So just, there we go. Yeah, so you just want to untap this like so. Then you can bring the arms down like so. Just bring them down. Then I like to transform the entire backpack. So just fold this back down. You can see this. Fold back down and tap into this. Like so. There's the backpack. Now just bring this back. Like so. Don't tap it in just yet. Then I like to... This looks kind of weird, but yeah, it looks like his pee-pee. Anyways, here we untab and we pull this down. Then you want to untap both legs. Then you just want to extend this back up and kind of fit it in place. Then you want to bring this back in and tab it into place. Then you want to turn around at the thigh and do the same for the other side. Just there we go. Extend, tab into place, turn at the thigh, then bring Shockwave's arms completely down. Peg the hose back into this little port. And finally, first of all, you want to bring the chest forward, fold Shockwave's head up, fold his head up again, and tab it back in place so that there's two little tabs inside of the chest, the tab right in here. So just bring these back. It's kind of tight though. I mean, it is brand new, so there we go. And then bring the backpack down on this hinge and these two slots. So these two tabs are going to go inside. So just tap that into place. There's Shockwave back in robot mode. And you can bring back his little pistol self. And he looks really nice. Closer look. Shockwave. Alright guys, that's all for today's review. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to help out the channel. I'd really appreciate it. And if you have any sort of feedback, I'll be more than happy to hear you guys' feedback. And let me know down in the comments what figure you want me to review next. I was planning on doing maybe Bumblebee or Rodimus. Or if you want me to check out a different one, then let me know down in the comments. I appreciate you guys watching this video, and I'll see you in the next review. Have a nice one. Goodbye.
Your argument is most illogical.